Hey there YouTube, this is Mr. Budget. I know it's been a while since it's just been a one-on-one thing on a couple of our videos. I know we were like about a month behind on videos. We're pushing out videos every single day, every single week. So I had some time off, so I figured that why not do a deck profile? One that you guys haven't seen before for premium. Well, this is slash overdress slash premium deck, so this is a part of that little episode thing we're doing. I believe this is episode 5. I'll put it in the thumbnail, or I'll put it in the title of this video. But as you can see, this is a premium Flagburg deck. So I've been testing this deck out. I think I got the ratios down pretty well for what I have in stock. Do keep in mind that for this deck to be 100%, you do want the heal guardians, you do want the perfect guards, you do want another grade 1. I will get a copy of those eventually, give you a little bit of an update short on how the deck is. I promise to keep these shorts short. But let's get into the deck profile, and we're going to start with the grade 3. So of course we're starting with 4 copies of the main boy, Flagship Dragon, Flagburg Dragon. So for those who don't know, Flagburg is one of the Stoicheia boss units that, in my opinion, should have gotten a lot more support than it did. Seeming how it's like one of the a throwback to one of the old original boss units in Vanguard, Maelstrom, which you guys know that I'm a big fan of on this channel. Flagburg has a unique skill, is it counts quote-unquote wave attacks. So if 3 or more attacks have proceeded before he attacks, you can counterblast 1, draw 1. 4 or more proceeded, your opponent chooses 2 of their rear guards and retire them. If 5 or more waves have, meaning if he's the 5th battle or more, he gets plus 10k, and your opponent must guard this attack with 3 or more cards. So if you're able to time it right, you can really throw your opponent off guard for this, especially opening right out the gate while they're at grade 2. But we're not really using this skill too much, because again, you're going to be striding because this is a premium deck, but we're really using him for his Flagburg name for a lot of his rear guards. So alongside Flagburg, we're also running 4 copies of the old good Riptide Dragon. So Riptide here is, for those who know, you know, for those who don't, Riptide gets the constant ability that this unit cannot attack unless it's the 4th battle turn or more. Then when he does attack, he gets plus 20k, so he becomes a 32k beater by himself. He is a very good tool for this deck, mainly because of the stride that we use along Flagburg and his other units. But this can hit for very heavy. I've got him somewhere in the 50s just off of timing and getting certain triggers and using the abilities right. Next is the grade 2s. We play 4 copies of Ascended Assault. So Ascended Assault is our main grade 2 ride target for the Flagburg ride line. Unlike a lot of Overdress decks, you can actually use the ride line in this deck 100% and get it off consistently and have them on rear guard doing their thing. So he says you may pay the cost when he's rolled upon if you reveal a Flagburg Dragon or a copy of the grade 1 in the ride line. You may soul blast another card in the superior column from the soul to rear guard circle. Then his rear guard skill is once per turn when another rear guard attacks, you can counterblast 1 and restand it as long as your Vanguard is Flagburg. So alongside that, we're also playing another grade 2 from the V Premium, Terrific Coil Dragon. So Terrific Coil Dragon says if it's the 1st battle of the turn, you can soul blast 1 to restand this one, and it gains plus 5k until end of turn. So the idea is to swing wave 1, swing wave 2, swing wave 3, swing wave 4, Vanguard swing wave 5. That way you can get the full effect off. You have a counterblast restand, you have a soul blast restand. So you can literally juggle it back and forth. And finally, we play 4 copies of Coral Assault. So again, for those who don't know Coral Assault, if you have 4 more rested rear guards when it attacks, it gets plus 15. And then at the end of the battle, at the end of the turn, if you attack 4 more times, you can tuck this into the soul and draw 1. So it replenishes for this. We do have a countercharging deck to replenish this. Next is the grade 1s. We play three copies, of Inroad Shooter. This is Flagburg's grade 1 ride line unit. So this states when this unit is rode upon by Ascended Assault, you may call it to rearguard circle. So if you're able to ride this ride 1, Ascended Assault, ride 2, you have move it to rearguard circle. A second skill is when it's on rearguard, if your Vanguard is Flagburg or Ascended Assault, it gets intercept and plus 2k. So it becomes a 10k beater on rearguard, as long as your Vanguard is Ascended Assault or Flagburg. And not to mention, it also gets, when it's in the back row, it also becomes a 10k booster. Next, we play 3 copies of Light Signal Penguin Soldier, or Anakin Waddle, as a lot of people like to call him. So this is our counter charge. This is one of our counter charges for the deck. So Light Signal Penguin Soldier says, rest this unit, choose a unit in the same combo, give it plus 5k, and then when your other unit attacks it with the 4th battle turn or more, retire this unit and counter charge 1. So this allows you to replenish your counter blast for Ascended Assault. So the combo here, real quick, is to have Ascended Assault on rearguard, have Penguin Soldier behind him, rest to give Ascended Assault plus 5. That way he can hit, and that plus 5 is still end of turn. So now Ascended Assault will always attack for 15 or more, depending on triggers or other abilities. That's the idea. Then when you get to your 4th battle, retire it, counter charge for the counter blast that he used. Okay. Okay, so that is 2. Our next grade 3 that we play 3 copies of Blue Wave Soldier Senior Furiargus. Plain and simple, it's a grade 3 searcher. We need to get Flagburg in the hand for this deck to work. So you need to find Flagburg. We really probably will never get that plus 5 ability off. You have 4 more other rested rear guards for him to get his plus 5. A lot of the units are constantly restanding, so don't really worry about that. He's a good ride target. So right now you have 2 good ride targets. Finally, we play 4 copies of the On Ride Draw 1 Discard 1 PG. This will be changed out for something else, or the ratios will change once you get draw PGs, or once I get draw PGs. But if you're lacking in draw PGs and you don't want to use Sentinel guards, this is a good option, or the Overdress grade 1s are a good option. I chose this because this allows me to draw. It allows me to dig a bit deeper into my deck to find those pieces that I need, just in case I have to ride this. But this will be your 3rd ride target, 2nd ride target, 1st ride target, and if you have to, you don't want to ride this, but if you don't have a choice, you do what you got to do. So those are all the grade 1s. We're going to go into the grade 0s. Of course, we have our starter, still KO Overtrigger. We run 2 draws. We run 3 of Supersonic Sailor. This card, when played, goes into Soul, counter charge 1. So not only does it counter charge for you, it also soul charges for you. 3 Stride Crit. 3 plus 10k into Soul, draw 1 crit. So again, the ratios with this will change once you get draw PGs and you switch out those grade 1 perfect guards for draw PGs. The ratios will change. This is not set in stone. And then because I don't have extra copies of the Heal Guardians, you play 4 original heals. These will definitely be changed out for Heal Guardians. This is the ratio. You want, for perfect ratio, you want 4 draw PGs because you need to see your pieces. You're going to have 7 crit in the deck. You can either choose this for more draw or this for more soul and counter charge. This will be bumped up to 4, and then you'll have 3 of either one of these for more, like I said, more counter charge, more soul, or more draw, more power. It's player preference, as how you like, but you will have 7 crits in the deck, 4 draw PGs, and 4 Heal Guardians. Okay, then we're going to take a step into the G-Zone. We play 4 copies of Blue Furious Charge Dragon for Forgadius Dragon. So this is the main stride of this deck. This is what allows us to have Flagburg as a Vanguard, do everything, and constantly keep pressure. So for those who don't know, Furious Dragon says, at the end of the battle, it attacks, counterblasts 1. Turn a card face up in your G zone. For every card face up in your G zone, you stand one of your units. Create an imaginary gift Excel. That's an Excel 1 or Excel 2. Remember, whichever one you choose, that's what you're locked into for the duration of the turn. So you most likely you're going to go Excel 2 to get that extra draw, because again, you need your pieces. Then choose one of your rear guards and move it to the Excel circle and give it plus 10k. So not only does it restand everything on your board, well, 1 for 1 for every face-up card in your G zone, but then it also moves a unit to the extra circle that you just made and powers it up. So cards like title, Riptide Dragon. So the idea is to put Riptide Dragon in the back row 1 on your stride turn. Do your normal combos, attack with this, restand something, get the extra Excel, make the extra Excel, and then move it to the extra cell circle. That way it's attacking for basically plus 35. This will make a 45k unit by itself without any trigger effects. That's hitting hard on top of your opponent having to guard everything else, especially without hitting triggers or have a way to stop you. The other grade 4 we play 2 copy of Alexandros. We really don't ever really go into this. This is not even flip fodder. But if you go through all of this, Alexandros is what you land on, just to finish out the game. If you couldn't finish them with this. Next we play 1 Iohannis, 1 Ice Barrier Dragon, 2 Gophilia. So your flip fodder targets for this are the Gophilias, because they can be flipped back face down. You could add more just random cards for flip fodder if you don't want to have this as your flip target, which I can understand. I could do that, just decided not to. Then when this goes off, you can either flip her again for this or flip a copy of itself. You'll have at least 4 to 5 units face up. Your units will get all that power and just smash face. That's basically the idea of this deck. Once again, this deck is an Excel 2 deck. You guys will see how this deck works in future fights. I will get it on camera so you guys can see how it works out. But that is the Flagburg. Straighten this out a bit. That is the Flagburg Furiargus Dragon Premium Deck Profile. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys found it interesting. If you did, please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys will be notified whenever we put up a new video. We are constantly putting out video content, making sure everything is great. I know a lot of views that we have currently in the past have different formats. We're trying a lot of things out, trying to figure out how the channel is going to scope out, and trying to get in contact with our editor and things like that. It's been really difficult, especially with the whole landscape of the world right now. So please bear with us. If anything, we will be putting out these bare bone videos, so it's not the best. You don't have all the bells and whistles, but at least you get all the information that you need. So there's again, please like, subscribe. Any support helps us make better content for you, us, all viewers, all budget players. This deck is very budget. Flagburg, the normal version of Flagburg costs $2 a piece. Everything else under there is penny scraps. So you can build this deck. You can have very fun with this deck. You have a lot of fun with this deck and pressure your opponent into a corner. So this has been Mr. Budget saying we will see you guys here next time.